ladies and gentlemen. This is John Rare. Tonight, we are going to do a special interview with that lady down south. Her name is Brook Phillips. How are you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Pretty good. I don't know if you were aware of the music playing, but that was Ultimacia from Final Fantasy VIII.
Ooh, I heard that's a good game.
Pretty damn good. I'll give them that. Nothing to do with wrestling, of course. So let's get on to the wrestling business. That's what we're here for. How is the Gulf Coast doing for you right now?
So far is alright. I just got yesterday. I just got done with a show last night.
What was
wrestling against cancer.
What was the show last night? What fed was that?
Charity show.
Charity?
Yeah. This is for help someone who's with cancer. This is the fifth time this person, his last name is Jack Patterson, I think. I don't know if he's related to Scott Patterson. He doesn't say last name is Patterson. But it was a good show. It was interesting. I was there the entire day. My friend Paul picked me up from my house and set up the ring, and I just hang out with the wrestlers all day.
Oh, yeah. Like, right now, Alabama's still pretty short on shows. We have New South. There's random shows around, but, the thriving shows just ain't here in Alabama like they used to be. I think there's another one like New Era or something. But, right here in the Birmingham area, it's not as thriving as it once was. But I blame, the ACC right now. But hopefully in September, I think it's September 5th, we will have Venom Championship Wrestling back in Pell City, I believe, or Cropwell, Alabama, which is just right down the road from me. It looks like a stellar card. Your buddy, Pat Patterson's on there. Not Pat Patterson. You know who I'm talking about. Pat. Shit.
Yeah, Scott.
Scott, yeah. He's on there.
Yeah, I saw the posters. They see the Wrestling Express. Keeping up with O'Hagan.
Yeah, O'Hagan. Rock and Roll Express. Action Mike Jackson. Ultimate Dragon. TNA star Johnny Swinger. So, a few good people around there.
Yeah, I met Swinger a few times. Great man.
Yeah. Like, I've never been on a one-on-one with Swinger before, but I have been in there with a battle royal with him before, but never a one-on-one experience with Swinger. Which our battle royal is actually on my YouTube page. I was under a mask. I went by Vega, so that was the only time I've ever actually got to be in the ring with him. Now, one of the hot topics right now, I don't know if you've even been able to read up on this, but I think it was last weekend there was a deathmatch tournament in Indiana called King of the Deathmatch.
Oh yeah, I saw some of the photos of it. Yeah, I never heard about it.
And I don't know if you heard about one of the wrestlers. Like, sadly, with everything going on, we should be talking about all the awesome wrestling that's going on in the business. But instead, the main topic right now is one of the wrestlers melted in because it was a deathmatch tournament and he didn't bleed. That sounds funny, right?
How you don't bleed in a deathmatch?
Yeah, so he didn't bleed in a deathmatch, and I want to say he even did 2 rounds. So right now, that's a hot commodity, especially on the Murder, Death, Kill Club and Deathmatch Empire, and I believe maybe one of the other ones, but that's all you've been able to read here lately. What you should be able to be reading, and what you need to be able to be reading and watching, is Akira out there killing it. I don't know if you've seen any of Akira's matches, but he's one of the hottest, youngest deathmatch stars right now. He's on the rise, and, he's been killing it right now.
I will look him up.
Yeah, he was on the Shoot Style Baby tournament and Lethal Leap Year. which, you know, I got the highlight video on my YouTube page, and you can actually look it up. He does a small interview for me on there, and you get to see some highlights of his matches. But, you know, during that day for IWA Deep South, he wrestled 4 matches. So, you know, he's definitely...
he's definitely a Iron Man for doing that.
Yeah, he's a hellacious talent. He took on, you know, he was in the Shoot Style Baby tournament. He went to the finals. I'm not going to, you know, give away anything on there just in case people haven't watched it. They need to watch it. Shoot Style Baby Tournament, IWA Deep South on smartmarkvideo.com. But then on the second show, which was Lethal Leap Year, which was the show I came back on because, you know, somebody didn't show. So I had to come out of retirement and save the Deep South again. But he wrestled the new Angel of Death, Aiden Blackheart, in a what should have been a Match of the Year candidate. And, you know, definitely should be rewatched. But, yes, you know,
Hello, John?
What's up?
Light that fucking thing!
So yeah, Aiden kills it anywhere that he goes. Now, we're here with Brook Phillips, and I've got a small clip here of the movie that you participated in for my YouTube channel, which has become the #1 movie and most watched video on my channel, 10 Mile Cemetery. Let's take a view of this clip real quick.
Over a year ago. And the cops
That's not right.
to give us any feedback since they left.
It's the same video, right?
People in this town act
That
like
is not the same
it
video
doesn't
we
exist.
watched.
The cops, they covered up something, but it's hard to say.
What the fuck?
We just want
What's
justice
going on?
for my family.
This is definitely not the video.
Sometimes there is a horrific smell.
She just said this to me, my chef.
Woods. And many people in this town have complained about it, but no one can explain it. But I moved away from everything
That is definitely not.
before anything else could happen to my family. People go into those woods, but do not.
She just said this to me,
Many
man,
people
Jack.
come back.
I don't know.
And if they do,
We gotta go to
they have a story
You know what I'm saying?
like mine.
Ha! What did you think about it when you watched that for the first time?
It was good. I was be honest, when I saw this script, it was interesting to say, like, Disney has been doing videos, practicing videos, talking to get used to be on the camera, but seeing all the way through it, during the second part, they made all the thinking creepy, the normal one, like, oh, I love it.
Yeah, the second, you know, the one that was like distorted and haunted. It was definitely a wild video, especially at that point in the movie, because at that point, you know, there really wasn't too much out there to jump the crowd at all, and then that kind of set the pace for day 2 of the trip for these, you know, these people in the movie, which was 10 Mile Cemetery 2. So if you want to watch it, come to my channel. But you know, here lately, we recently just got done with a new show here in IWA Deep South called Shit Apocalypse, and I think you've got a chance to see some of those clips as well, right?
Yeah, I saw it. I thought the stuff. It's got fucking Dookie on the cover. Like,
Yeah, Boris Dooky's on the cover.
and he tried to pull a Shawn Michaels. Like, no, thank you. No.
Boris. That's what Boris likes to do. Boris prefers to not wear anything. It's you know, it's best not to be around Boris Dookie, I'll tell you that. But if you ever meet him, he's a pretty funny guy.
Well, I never get. Well, I never see him in person, but hearing all the funny stuff he's been on your channel, it's interesting to see.
He's actually got his own shoot DVD. It's I'm not even sure what the name of it is offhand. Probably just Boris Dookie shoot interview. It's on Smart Mark Video as well. It talks about like his coming over here from overseas, because you know he's from overseas. He did a backyard career, and you know he makes his way over here, meets the people that he meets, does his first match, which is against Christian Cross of all people. And that match as well is on my channel, Boris Dookie versus Christian Cross. So another hot topic right now, besides Shit Apocalypse, which is now available on smartmarkvideo.com, is Fozzy. I don't know if you know who Fozzy is. You know, it's Chris Jericho's rock band.
Oh, man, yeah. I saw from Twitter or Facebook that he is about to do his concert. We have the whole pandemic going on.
Yeah, they did a concert, and the whole thing about it is like there was no social distancing at all, and like when you looked at the pictures, no one even had masks on, so it was just like, you know, from what I've seen today, he's drawn a lot of heat because of that. And I just seen this today, so I don't know what's going to come of it, because I don't even know where that was at technically. I think different states are really going by different rules as well when it comes to COVID-19.
Yeah, it's weird. It is weird. Like, you don't know we should be serious, but do your best in understanding how to work with it. But it's weird.
Now, you've watched the Angel of Death tournament. Did you get to watch Lethal Leap Year and any of that yet?
Oh, no, I haven't.
Now, you know, at Angel of Death tournament, Cody McCauley, the Black Sheep, debuted for, you know, Deep South. And,
yeah.
he didn't establish himself, but he wanted to make a mainstay of say, hey, I want to be here in the Deep South. So me and him wrestled at Shit Apocalypse, and like, I don't know if you've seen the highlights of that yet, with the fireworks and just the endless amount of glass. Like, you know, I know I bled buckets in that match, and it didn't help that it was like 105 degrees out there.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm still here. What about you?
This is interesting. These things, is that the one where those games went in and saw a little bit like that, like barbed wire and light tubes?
Yeah, we had there was like a barbed wire, what do you call it? Like not a door, but a barbed wire board. There was a razor wire board. Like probably 200, 300 light tubes. And, you know, we tried our best to use as many of those tubes as we could. Like, and like whenever I did the fireworks spot, like, I'm going to show the clip on here. I may have already done it. I don't know. But like when I stood up, my pants literally were smoking just because of laying on that big ass roll of firecrackers.
Oh, I bet.
Now, of course, what brought us all together here tonight is to talk about my YouTube channel, which is one of the greatest YouTube channels of all time. On a daily basis. How many hours do you put in watching my channel?
Well, when we first started, I was just going to watch your matches all over the time. But like, still my favorite match watching back, it has to be the softcore tag team match.
You know what's funny? I already know which one you're talking about. Hermit Crab, J Impact, and Kilo. I actually just watched that yesterday with my kids. They wanted to watch a match, so I put that on. And while they were watching it, I was recording some clips and sent it to the New Religion in our group chat. Just to, and like one of the very first things that was mentioned was the amount of glitter that was used in that match.
Like, I bet everyone's so twice as ticked off as you when you guys were with the glitter.
Like, the amount of glitter that was used in that damn match was ridiculous, because I'm not kidding that it took days, like literal days, to get all the glitter, like, out of, especially my hair, my beard. I was covered with damn glitter. And what was bad is, I think our match was second that night. So everybody that had matches for the rest of the night got covered in glitter. So yeah, there was some mad people in there because of the amount of glitter that was on their gear.
I think what other people have been watching a lot more of Freak Show's matches too.
Yeah, Freak Show is one of those gentlemen that, like, I can't ever say enough about how much I've respected him, how much he built the Deep South to where it is today. Like, I think it was during me and Insane Lane's interview that we just did, I mentioned that if there was a Mount Rushmore of the Deep South, it would be Freak Show, Spider Boudreaux, Tank, and Insane Lane. Mm-hmm. And, like, you definitely, like, I know you're new to the deathmatch game, so, when you were to look up the history of IWA Deep South, the best way to do it in, like, one disc is 10 Years of Carnage, which is a documentary that here recently Jim Cornette himself has actually watched, and of course he did not like it, but he watched it.
Cornette, he is, I love Cornette as a manager, but hearing his opinions on different formats of wrestling styles, it's like, I think it's wrestling, it's still professional wrestling, both those things that we all love. It just added more special tools involved with it. It's still wrestling.
Yeah, like, I agree, Cornette was one of the best managers back in the day. Like, when he was with Big Van Vader, with Midnight Express, what he did behind the scenes and stuff like that. He was, especially in Smoky Mountain Wrestling, loved Jim Cornette. And, I mean, that's his opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. It really don't, upset me or anything. It's your opinion, whatever. As a worker, I'm more entitled to say something to a worker about their opinion. But, when a fan calls me out, I ignore them.
Oh, I bet. Me and my friends have been talking about a lot of stuff, like saying the F word, how to explain, where people keep telling that. Like, dude, we just enjoy the fun. It helps us escape the craziness of the real world. So, don't try to ruin what we love.
Now, you know me, I've been a wrestling fan for, like, I always say, like, my first favorite match was Ultimate Warrior and Hogan, which was WrestleMania 6, but I know I watched it before then. I used to watch an old video. It was Macho Man. I don't remember who he was wrestling, but he was inside of a steel cage at Madison Square Garden. But, like, I for some reason, when someone mentions, like, what was the first wrestling match you watched, for some reason, that one always comes to my mind. I just don't remember who he was wrestling. I had it on an old VHS tape, so I watched it all the time. But I know, like, one of my first rivalries that I really got into was when the Mega Powers broke up and collided at WrestleMania 5. Now, before WrestleMania 5, I really can't say that I watched it, because I was, I would have been like 5 years old when WrestleMania 5 happened. So, that was around the time when you start really watching it and remembering everything. And, like, I wasn't a Hogan person back in those days. I definitely, I would say the first person in wrestling that I genuinely liked was the Ultimate Warrior. So when he beat Hogan at 6. That was awesome. But his title run didn't last that long. If I'm correct, he actually lost it to Slaughter at SummerSlam, if I'm right.
Yeah.
But, hey, we all have our past. We all learn from different ways. You just learned deathmatch wrestling, last year, right?
Yeah, I think it was in April after I got talking to you with the interview.
Was it our interview in April?
No, it was when I had with my first time in. When I first did their interview with them, you were popping in and saying hi to the boys.
Oh.
You mentioned me. Then that's when I started watching death matches.
Well,
So then it was your fault that I started watching death matches.
Not my fault. My channel, which is doing very great right now. We average 100 views a day right now on the channel, which I think is awesome. And here lately, we've really got some international pull on it, which has helped me out a lot. Like, besides, obviously the U.S., I have more views in the U.S. than anywhere else, but Canada is number 2. And I want to say, the United Kingdom, Australia.
Oh yeah, I think I helped one of my friends in the Netherlands see some of your stuff, so they can understand why I showed them in the group chat they were in the Angel of Death tournament highlights. So you probably have a little bit of them watching.
Yeah, like I know. Here lately, the international views have went up, which I think is awesome, and definitely enjoy everybody watching from all over the world. And I try to put up as these interviews of really what kept the channel going here lately, because I haven't been putting no new matches up because I've almost got every pro match that I've ever done on this channel already. There's only a slight few that I don't have on here, and when it comes to the newer DVDs, I'm not going to put those matches on here and hurt the DVD sales. I will, a year down the road or so, but don't want to hurt the DVD sales. On smartmarkvideo.com, IWA Deep South, $10 Wrestling, LXW for all John Rare matches. I'm a plugging machine, trust me.
You really do a lot of keep.
I advertise so damn much. Like, I advertise on so many different Facebook pages through the day. Like, one of my co-workers one day was like, I was looking at an Old Spice commercial on Facebook, and the very first comment was a link to one of your videos. And I was like, oh, that's all day, man. So, hopefully I will be doing a new movie here sometime. We were actually supposed to have done one this month. I had to postpone it just because of time issues. Like this month I was actually supposed to have done that backyard show as well. I had to postpone it. Like, August has just started and it's sucked ass.
Oh yeah.
It's just timing issues, like between working on the weekends and just not enough time to do it. Plus I got 2 girls that are 3.5, so they're starting to really raise some hell. And one of them loves wrestling.
Hey, Akira, the one that likes wrestling, so that means, if one gets older, it might sound like this, who knows?
She can, once she gets old enough, she can take over the YouTube channel and keep it going for another generation. And I don't know if you've seen the advertisement, but I am doing a new special. Hopefully it will be ready in about 2 weeks. It's called Before They Hated Rare. Originally it was supposed to have been a DVD released, I think, after Carnage Cup 11, but I actually only made like 1 copy of it and quit. Like, I quit the process for it. So I gave out like 1 copy. And I quit making it. So the version that I'm going to put up on my channel is completely different than the DVD that one person has out there. And I want to say it's the lead singer of Last Ones Alive. I think I gave it to him, which was the guys that played at Carnage Cup 11 for me and Spider's intros. But this is going to take a look back into my career, you know, from the backyard till my early, like, IWA matches. So it'll be a good background story telling, you know, a lot of other stories that's never really been told. And I'm going to have some bonus interviews from some random people that have watched me in the business grow into where I'm at now.
I might give that a look.
I'm going to get that lump. Founding Fathers is going to be on there, which is, you know, the original New Religion. You know, the New Religion started with just me and Talon, and now it's grown into this, what do you want to call it? Calamity of stars.
That is becoming a huge cult. It's becoming a cult.
Yeah, it's slowly become a cult for J Impact. Then he changed his name, dyed his hair, shaved his beard, and got Draven Lee in there. Which, have you seen Draven Lee? He's an awesome talent. You know, he's actually got one match on my channel. It's a tag match, which the tag match itself does not show his talent at all, because the people that he was in the ring with that night did not want to do nothing. Like, Draven is a hellacious talent. I would love to get him into, like, some top spots in IWA. You know, not deathmatch wrestling, but regular wrestling. I think Draven would be killer. And plus, he's got a killer gimmick. So, what you talking about, Willis?
Cool.
Well, I mean, he's cool, but not John Rare cool. Like, my level of coolness, we'll say, it's like right here. No, it's right here. It's even higher than what I thought. And Draven's right there. But with the influence of the New Religion, Draven can get about right here. My God, I went through the roof. Come subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're watching this. I'm here with Brook Phillips. You wanna plug your page?
Oh yeah, I run Gold Coast Rising Insider. Well, I basically try my best to do fight-offs and do posters and interview the wrestlers from some of the shows that are booked or as wrestlers to be interviewed if they have the time, talk about their backstory in their wrestling career or start off with some shenanigans. Like, last time I did an interview with someone, he said some words. Mr. Slingshot Shucks, I did an interview with him. He said he comes from the Gulf Coast. One of the wrestlers that interviewed before him, named Suicidal Soldier, tried to say, you're not the Gulf Coast, I'm the Gulf Coast. You know, that whole deal.
Well,
so I got a little bit of mayhem from my page.
I like the Gulf Coast. I like Destin. I like eating coastal food. And, as everybody knows, I really don't know where to go with that, but, you know, hey, whatever. Go like the page, people. Well.
Yeah, I did an interview with you, and you did put that on your YouTube page. So yeah, so if you want to hear my see what I actually look like, go on by my end of it on the Gulf Coast Insider.
Gulf Coast Insider, people.
Wrestling Insider.
Someone was trying to call in. I'm not putting up with that, okay? I'll tell you. Like, it's okay, people call me. People call me all damn day. And it's like, hey, people, leave me alone. I'm glad you like me. I'm glad that Rare is inspirational to all of you. But when I'm doing an interview, don't call me, okay? I appreciate it. Thank you. They're wanting on the show, and I've already told them that they can't be on the show right now. I'm gonna do another show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do another show Friday night with Twisted Kane and Raider Rock, which was supposed to have been this Friday. Both of them had to back out at the last minute, so I ended up just not doing one. I said, hey, you know what? I'm gonna drink. I drank beer. I drank Everclear, and I got kind of wasted. I'll admit that. So, Miss Brook Phillips, do you have any final words for the night before we get off?
Well, I hope that everyone enjoys their.
I mean, that's some pretty good final words. I'll give you that. Now, of course, once this is uploaded tonight, I want you to share it everywhere. At least 100 pages.